Hey guys, it's Putty for Rustafied here with another monthly update. There's a lot of new things making their way into the game, so let's get right into it. First off, you'll be noticing some characteristic differences between individual horses, as there are now different horse breeds within the game. To identify a horse's breed, all you have to do is simply walk up to the horse's head and press your interaction key. This will state the horse's breed, health, speed, and stamina. So, you might be wondering why this all matters. Well, different horse breeds have different speeds. Speed can differ between 39 kilometers per hour to 54 kilometers per hour. Also, all horses start off with the same amount of stamina. But as stamina goes up, the max speed will also increase slightly. Now that you've gotten the lowdown on horse breeds, the team has also added in some new accessories to go with your trusty steed. Here is a quick overview of all the new accessories for your horse. Horses will have a total of 4 clothing slots for various equipment. We'll start off with armor. This currently comes in 2 different variants, sheet metal and wood. The armor not only provides protection for your horse, but it also helps protect the rider as well. Horse armor comes with a trade-off between speed and protection, so make sure you use it strategically. You can partly mitigate this effect with a pair of horseshoes. Horseshoes increase speed while reducing stamina drain. Lastly, you can now add saddlebags with 6 slots of inventory space to your horse, but the more bags you add to your horse, the lower top speed the horse will get. Watch out, you Edison fanboys, as Rust has now adopted a shocking new form of base defense. The Tesla coil is a small electronic device that can be placed around your base. When powered on, the Tesla coil shocks and slows down any person within its radius, about 1.5 foundations. The amount of damage that it outputs correlates to the amount of energy that is running through it. This new device has a durability about 250 HP, but it loses durability quickly while it is in use. The electrical system is getting a quality of life change with this update. There's now current direction indicators on wires. So you don't have to have a galaxy brain to make some simple circuits. This indicator appears when you have the wire tool out and you have building privilege. There are several new map improvements that have made their way in this month. First, you can add a custom map marker by right-clicking anywhere on the map while it's open. This marker will also show up on your compass overlay, making it easier for you to move towards something without constantly checking your map. To remove the marker, simply right-click on it again. And finally, the location of your last death is now marked with a skull icon. Speaking of deaths, there's a new death screen in-game. The death screen now shows more kill information. It also includes a map of where you died and your sleeping bags. You can click on the sleeping bag icon to respawn at that location. And for our streamer friends out there, if you have streamer mode enabled, the map only shows when you press G. A number of crafting improvements have made their way in. Items can now be added to a favorites list. To add an item to your favorites list, just click on the little star in the upper right-hand corner. You can now also right-click an item in the crafting queue to change its position in the queue. And finally, there is now an electrical category within your queue menu. Oil rigs have seen a nerf in 2 separate ways. All military and elite crates will now be behind puzzles. Also, recyclers have been removed from the rigs completely, so you'll have to carry back loot to the shore if you intend on recycling it. Some balance adjustments you should take note of. The Spaz 12 has a slightly higher rate of fire. Shotgun slugs are more accurate and do a little more damage, but have a 50% fall-off rate at 40 meters. The M92 has a slightly slower rate of fire. The M39 is now available at the bandit camp instead of the L96. The Bradley's top turret is now enabled, but the vehicle is more vulnerable to HE rockets. And there's been an increase to the total output of the excavator. Some other things you'll be noticing: compound scientists now cover the blind spot near the recycler. A player preview spin feature has been added to the menu. Harvesting helicopter gibs no longer mark a player as hostile. And finally, you can now set your max FPS and windowed mode in your screen menu. Lastly, since this is such a large update, make sure you check Rustafied.com or the dev blog before the update hits. This has been a summary of all the significant changes coming into Rust this month. I'm Putty and thanks for watching. If you want to know more information, subscribe to the channel or head over to Rustafied.com, and don't forget to check us out on the Rustafied official servers.